Bighorn River, August 11th, 2013. Nate and Kit in the background, Joe just getting ready to land another bighorn brown.
So brown, turn them upside down. These look pretty good, so. Took a caddis emerger. You can see nice 14-inch brown trout. Revive him, and he's good to go. All right, in this segment, we're talking about a couple different casts, and the more casts you have in your repertoire, the better off you are under certain conditions. You can always adjust and not have to worry about whether or not you can fish a certain spot. So what I wanted to talk about in this session is two different casts. The reach cast and the roll cast. And both have their places. So the first one let's talk about is the roll cast. And the roll cast is all about having tension on your line. And the reason you want to do a roll cast is when you have background behind you and you know that you can't extend your back cast. So what you want to do is you want to get your fly out, put tension as you drift down through the run, and with tension, just simply pick up and roll it back out on top. Sometimes people on roll casts, they want to really force it and work really hard to do it, but you don't really have to. If you let the line and the tension of the water do the work for you, your cast will get out there, your line will get out there just fine. So let's demonstrate, and you'll see in this demonstration, I'm not exerting myself. So my fly's out in the drift, and I'm kind of high sticking my way through. And at the end of my drift here, I've got tension on the line, and I simply just roll forward. Again, notice not a lot of effort on my part. It's all about tension on the line. End of the drift, I've got tension. I'm going to lift. I'm simply going to come forward. That's all I'm going to do. Very easy. One more time. End of my drift. I'm going to raise my rod tip, and I'm going to come forward. And my fly is going to be right back in that zone that I want it to be in. Now again, the roll cast has its place when you have stuff behind you, and you shouldn't be intimidated if there's something behind you. You can certainly put your fly out there. The next one I want to demonstrate really quickly is what's called the reach cast. And so if you have conflicting currents and you want to avoid the big bow in your line that creates an unnatural drift, what you're going to do on a normal cast is simply throw forward, right? Here's a normal cast. Forward, forward. But because I have conflicting currents, what I'm going to do is as I cast forward, I'm going to throw my arm to the right nice and easy, and that's going to avoid the bend in the line. So let me demonstrate that quickly. Notice you can't see the fly line, but I don't have any slack or bend. Let me do that again. I'm going to go forward and drop my arm, and that avoids that big bend. And one more time. Got a little stuff on there. I'm coming forward and dropping just like that. So those are two pretty easy casts to master, and you put those in your repertoire, and you'll be able to fish in conflicting currents, and you don't have to worry about things behind you. And remember, we've talked about this before, you don't need to throw a ton of line out in the water to be successful. If you can get a fly out there 20-25 feet, you're doing just fine and you'll catch plenty of fish.